Yo, what's up, family? High value basketball. We are back again. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Got new content. Got another roster breakdown for y'all talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder this go round. Man, this is a very interesting squad. Gotta say so. I see them building an identity and building out a roster identity. And it's funny enough, they seem to be doing a repeat of what made them most successful before. And interesting with that note as well, considering that they know what made them successful before, and they seem to be following in a similar kind of route. I honestly see this team carving themselves out a Spurs-like identity where they know what they're good at. They know what type of players they are good at drafting and recruiting, and they simply stay in that lane. And we're going to talk about it. If we give it a go here, looking right at the roster, got Darius Bazley. Darius Bazley is starting to make a little name for himself in the league. He's a young player, of course, but he's a what is it here? Yeah, 6'8" power forward. He's not say undersized for a power forward, but he's definitely more so a modern, more agile power forward that the league is going towards. And he's definitely going to do his thing. I believe he will continue to get better, especially with this young staple of players on the team. Then we got I can't really say this properly. Osman Ding. Don't know who he is, a new draftee, so hopefully he turns out to be okay, but can't give any prospect on the guy whatsoever, but we'll move on. Luguentz Dort, man. Luguentz Dort is definitely doing his thing. Luguentz Dort is their resident 3-and-D guy, and he's not just a resident 3-and-D guy. He's like he's recognized throughout the league as a stout defender, and he definitely put in a lot of time in that gym to get that 3-point shot very functional. So he is basically a modern Bruce Bowen. Minus the dirty moves, of course. He's definitely holding his squad down and is definitely a bright spot for this team for sure. We got Derek Favors. Derek Favors over from the Jazz. Of course, at the Jazz, he was a little lackluster, didn't do too much. But on a team like this, with a bunch of young cats, and they don't have a lot of big bodies, I could definitely see Derek Favors stepping up. And, basically getting some buzz back around his name before, because he did have buzz earlier in his career. Then he went to the Jazz team and kind of fell off. So seeing that he could have more functional play time with this young squad, I definitely think that could be a nice revitalization for him out there in OKC. We got Melvin Frazier Jr. Really, I'm not familiar with Melvin Frazier Jr., to be honest, y'all. Yeah, I'm going to just go past that. Hopefully he's a willing body. Like I say, willing defender. That's always the most important. And, he's a 6'5" dude, 6'6" dude, so he could probably score, but don't know if it's efficient yet. Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey definitely is one of the up-and-coming staple players for this team. I always call him the next Manu Ginobili, so to speak, because that's the play style. He's very shifty. He could do some crazy things with the ball in his hand that you don't see coming. And yeah, man, Josh Giddey definitely is out there doing his thing. He's a bright spot for this team. He's listed at shooting guard, so he's a perfect wing, so to speak, to match up with their point guard, Shai. And yeah, next on the squad there, we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Man, point guard. I didn't realize he was 6'6". Man, 6'6" point guard. That's crazy. These tall guards in the league have definitely taken over. That's definitely the LeBron effect. Everybody's Magic Johnson height now at point guard. But Shai is definitely doing his thing over there. I mean, the dude is a budding star. I mean, potential superstar in the making, if he could get there. But yeah, he's definitely a part of the new identity of the team. He's a core player, and, he could lead this team somewhere, if the team actually gets their act together. Going forward, we got Jalen Horde. Don't know who Jalen Horde is, to be honest, family. He's a 6'8" forward. I don't really remember him making any waves. Correct me if I'm wrong, but hey, just another guy. We'll move on. Chet Holgrem. Man, feel bad for Chet, because Chet Holgrem definitely was a big piece to this team as far as them carving out that identity again that I was talking about. Clearly, he was going to be their next Kevin Durant-like player. He still has the potential to do so. Of course, he's had the foot injury, and those are never a good sign. However, we are in the age of modern medicine advancement, blah, blah, blah. So there's a great opportunity that, he can come back 100% And if anything, it might be a good thing that he gets redshirted this year so he could work out, get his body together, get himself ready for NBA level play. Because the dude is hyper skinny. Like it's unusual with the type of body type and everything that dude has. So he definitely has to get his body together, because as we could see, just even in a pro-am game, he kind of got blasted away. So we know an 82 game season plus playoffs probably be a little too much on the kid. So hopefully he gets better. Hopefully he gets stronger. And if he does, yeah, we're looking at another KD-like player, yo. We got Ty Jerome. Ty Jerome, shooting guard. He tries to shoot. That's about all I can say about him. Not doing too much, not much of a name for himself. But, hey, he's in the league. Make it happen. Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm pretty sure that this is a rookie pick because I have no idea who that is. My apologies. Vit Krejci, same thing. Theo Meldon. I hope Theo actually turns into something. Of course, they say he's a more average size point guard, 6'1" point guard. This highlight tape was pretty interesting. Maybe he can integrate himself on this team. Let's see what he's capable of. Of course, you got Trey Mann. Trey Mann definitely is an interesting player. He's got he's got a high motor, I would say. Like he's very shifty. Let's just see, if he actually develops that into anything, other than just being a shifty guy on the court. Got Mike Muscala. Of course, Mike Muscala, he's listed as a center. He's another, vet, so to speak, type player because at 31. I know he had a fairly decent run. He wasn't doing anything super spectacular, but he's a nice, solid body. They could definitely use him. Eugene Orumi. Don't know who that is, y'all. Sorry. A lot of these, like I said, this Thunder team definitely has a lot of players that, they're not household names at all. So this is kind of typical of, the route that they take. Aleksej Pokusevski, again, don't have the slightest idea who this is, but he is a 7-foot center. So, hopefully he gets some run. He looks very thin, so I don't know if he's, going to be an impact like that, but we're going to see what he's capable of. Got Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Jeremiah, he's a power forward. He's not that much of a big body like that, but he definitely has a defensive mindset. So that's always a plus, especially on a young team, because a lot of these cats don't play defense like that. So having him on the team might be a good thing. See if he can bring up that intensity. Lindy Waters III. Don't know who that is at all. Aaron Wiggins. Don't know who that is. Jalen Williams. And also Jalen Williams. Two of them. Two different Jalen Williamses. They don't even have a face. I don't know who these guys are. And Kenrich Williams. So I'm not even going to lie to y'all. A third of the team, I don't even know who it is. Be mad at me if you want. I don't care, because this Thunder team really, they haven't done too much, but they are building that identity. And that's what I'm talking about with their Spursian-like style. Because if we think about it, like I said, we got Lou Dort, who's their 3-and-D guy. They had one in the KD era. He couldn't shoot at all. I forget the man's name. Jeez, I forget his name. He's a total liability in the offensive end of the court, but that man was a defensive stalwart. So Lugans is filling that role, and he can shoot. We got Derek Favors filling in the wily vet center. They had that with Kendrick Perkins. We got Josh Giddey, who's filling in basically the what is that man's name? The James Harden role. Like he's playing that exact same kind of James Harden role. And then we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. While this one is a little different, or a lot different, he's a point guard, but he's definitely no Russell Westbrook, because Russell Westbrook was basically all athleticism and no shooting. Shai is a point guard who can shoot. So that is a change in their identity. But with the drafting of Chet Holgrem, that is them still sticking to that script. So 4 out of the 5 players in their potential starting 5, they fit the exact same mold almost to their KD era team. It's literally almost the same type of players. And so they know what their formula is, and it seems like they're sticking to it. And so, like I say, hopefully Chet gets better, and hopefully, their household names get a little better and gel some more, and hopefully this team will grow. And if so, we're going to be hearing about them in the next couple of seasons. That is for sure. As far as next season is concerned, I will give them the play-in. I'll give them a 9th seed and see if they can make and beat a couple playoff teams. and make it to the actual playoff itself. Oklahoma City Thunder, y'all. High value sports, high value basketball. Like, share, subscribe.